Henry Kissinger, the influential and polarizing Secretary of State under two presidents, has died. And Elon Musk has a strongly worded message for advertisers fleeing his social media site. The Morning Rundown starts now.
From the Straight Arrow News Studio, bringing the stories that matter to you from across the United States and around the world. This is the Morning Rundown.
Today is Thursday, November 30th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kara Rucker. Nobel Peace Prize winner Henry Kissinger died on Wednesday at the age of 100 years old. He was the Secretary of State and National Security Advisor under Presidents Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford. A Jewish refugee from Nazi Germany, Kissinger became a naturalized citizen in 1943. He joined the Army as an interpreter and intelligence officer, then attended Harvard, where he earned 3 degrees and joined the faculty. During his time in office, Kissinger negotiated with the Soviet Union during the Cold War and opened talks between the U.S. and China, leading to Nixon's 1972 visit. Often being credited as one of the most influential political figures in American history, he faced criticism over accusations of war crimes, including his role in the bombing of Cambodia during the Vietnam War. Throughout the decades, Kissinger was consulted by presidents of both parties. Kissinger won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1973 for his efforts to end the Vietnam War and the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1977. The temporary ceasefire between Israel and Hamas will continue for at least one more day. The last-minute agreement will see Hamas release up to 10 Israeli hostages today. Israel, in exchange, will release 30 Palestinians from its prisons. According to Qatar, which is mediating the truce, today's extension is under the same terms as the past 6 days, meaning no military actions and more humanitarian aid will be allowed to enter Gaza. On Wednesday, 49-year-old dual Israeli-American citizen Liat Benin was among 16 hostages released by Hamas. President Biden gave an update to reporters following her release.
We've got some very good news to report. Liat Benin is safe in Egypt. She's crossed the border. I talked with her mother and father. They're very appreciative, and things are moving well. She'll soon be home with her 3 children.
Benin was one of the estimated 9 Americans taken by Hamas during the October 7th terror attack in Israel. Benin's husband remains a hostage in Gaza, according to the White House. Elon Musk is accusing advertisers who have pulled their spending from X over anti-Semitic posts of blackmailing his company. He had a very strongly worded message for those advertisers, including Disney's Bob Iger, at an event in New York City hosted by the New York Times on Wednesday.
Don't advertise. If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f*** yourself. Go f*** yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Brands like Disney, Warner Brothers Discovery, IBM, and Sony have suspended their ads after Musk endorsed a user's post of an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory. Musk denies being anti-Semitic and admitted at the event that he should not have replied to that particular person on social media. Musk traveled to Israel earlier this week, where he met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Tonight, Fox News will host a debate, but it's not the next GOP presidential primary debate. However, it does involve presidential candidate Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Democratic California Governor Gavin Newsom. Fox News' Sean Hannity will moderate the 90-minute debate between the two. Newsom is a supporter of President Biden's and a rumored potential future presidential candidate. He first challenged DeSantis to a debate last year. Fox News says Hannity's questions will focus on the two governors' vastly different approaches on issues facing the country. DeSantis has the most at stake. Polls show his support is slipping. A Washington Post Monmouth University poll earlier this month had the Florida governor in 5th place in New Hampshire, with 7% of voters backing him, well behind GOP frontrunner former President Donald Trump, who was at 46%. The debate airs on the Fox News channel starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. Life expectancy in the United States has started to rebound after hitting historic lows during the COVID-19 pandemic. That's according to new data released Wednesday by the CDC. In 2022, life expectancy at birth was 77.5 years compared to 76.4 years in 2021. A decline in COVID deaths accounts for more than 80% of that increase. But despite the 1.1-year increase, life expectancy in the U.S. is still lower than pre-pandemic levels. In 2019, the life expectancy was 78.8 years. The CDC says the increase does not fully offset the loss of 2.4 years of life expectancy seen between 2019 and 2021. Other factors, such as an increase in deaths due to influenza, pneumonia, and kidney disease, continue to affect life expectancy in the U.S. Finally this morning, for the holidays, if your true love is planning to give you this year 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, and all the other gifts mentioned in the carol The 12 Days of Christmas, it will cost them more than ever before. PNC Financial Service has released its 2023 Christmas Price Index, its whimsical way of measuring consumer spending by showing the cost for each item mentioned in the song. This year, all 12 gifts will cost your true love an all-time high of $46,729. It's a 2.7% increase over last year, slightly lower than the overall consumer index, which is up by 3.2% in the last 12 months. The gift with the biggest jump in price, the 2 turtle doves, up 25%. And PNC says the true cost of Christmas, the total cost of all 364 gifts repeated in the song's verses, is over $200,000 for the first time in the index's 40-year history. These are your top stories for this Thursday. You can now connect with the Morning Rundown in a variety of ways, including subscribing to our podcast or signing up for our newsletter. Just go to san.com/rundown for more details. Unbiased, straight facts, that's Straight Arrow News. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.